Hello and welcome to Matt and Robbie and everybody else who is joining me. And so today I'm here to celebrate 2 years on YouTube. Um, so my YouTube journey started a long time ago, and I took a lot of time off, and I returned to YouTube in June. It was June 4th of 2024. And so, yeah, it's pretty cool. And I did take a little bit of a break in there, but we've been going strong pretty much for the last 2 years outside of that little stretch that I had to take a break. And I'm really overwhelmed by all the support. I've learned a lot and definitely just want to take some time to talk about all of that a little bit today. And yeah, but just really thank you to everybody who's joining me here tonight and who checks out all of my videos. It really means a whole lot. So, my first video back to YouTube, June 4th, 2024. I don't still have it up on the channel because it was not a very good video. Even though I had experience making videos, I was always pretty decent on camera, but that much time not doing it really, I was surprised at how rusty it was. So that video, I do not still have it up publicly, but it is still there. The first video I have up publicly was from maybe about a month after that, and it was going over my DC movie shelf, and I think that video actually was really good. That was an hour long, uncut, and I think I did a really good job there. And over time, just kind of found my sort of YouTube voice and, gotten over some of the anxiety that I had in the beginning. And I think that over time, my presentation has gotten a lot better. In some of my very early videos, when I was a child making YouTube stuff, I was very quiet and kind of whispered a little bit. Like I was not
They're cute.
the way that I
They're
am
adorable.
right
Don't let
now.
her. No, they're adorable. They're adorable. Seeing little Celia is adorable.
But yeah, I think that my presence on camera has gotten a lot better, especially over the last 2 years, and particularly since I've been doing more live streams, talking to you guys in a more one-on-one setting, I think has really helped me. It really does help to kind of know who you're talking to on the other end of the screen. So, yeah, you guys have been awesome. You guys have definitely been a big help, a big support. And so thank you for keeping me going. When I first decided to go back to YouTube in 2023, it was just kind of like a bit of an extension of my Instagram. Like I was posting comic pickups on Instagram, and I got like a big box of comics in the mail. And so instead of like taking a picture and showing every book one by one or doing like some kind of an Instagram reel, I just decided why not make a YouTube video. I already have, this YouTube channel that was collecting oriented. I hadn't uploaded on it in like 8 years. My channel actually just turned 13 years old. I know we are celebrating 2 years of Gotham and Glam, but this channel actually it had a different name a long time ago, and the channel is 13 years old. Didn't post on it for about 8 years, so yeah, but really coming back to it, it was really just kind of wanting to show off my books like I did on Instagram. And I actually way back in the day, before I quit YouTube when I was a kid, I was doing like music and movie related stuff, and I started collecting comics around the time I sort of gave up the channel, and I actually thought about bringing comic related stuff onto the channel. So the other day I uploaded like an hour-long video of my graphic novel, trade paperback, whatever you want to call it, collection. And part of the reason I decided to do that is because I actually wanted to make that video a decade ago. When I first got into collecting comics, I was collecting trade paperbacks, graphic novels, and I had a much smaller collection at that point, but I wanted to actually do a video like that. And just never got around to it, kind of gave up on YouTube. So I kind of think about it like I could have been an early comic YouTuber, I guess, but it is what it is. I had to live and learn, and now I'm back and better than ever. And so I appreciate everyone that has joined me in the last 2 years. I think, particularly in the last like 7, 8 months, I think a lot of you guys have probably found me in that time. And so yeah, I have a lot of good stuff going on. June is going to be an absolutely jam-packed month, so there's going to be a lot to look forward to there. This weekend, I'm actually doing a special live stream on Saturday. I'm going to be interviewing a local comic book writer from the Buffalo area. He's going to be doing the Buffalo Comic Con, which is the weekend after. And so I will be doing a big video there. I will definitely be checking out his booth, and I invited him to come on my show and talk about his book. So we'll be doing that this weekend. So stay tuned for that.
You were talking about your Instagram, and one thing I really love about your Instagram is that you'll see people on Instagram, particularly like the really vain girls, when they go to show something on Instagram, they take a picture of it with like them. They're like, "Ooh, look what I got!" Ooh, but you actually put it out like front and center. You and display, or like, look at what I have. Look at that. Look at how awesome that is.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I'm the focus of the pictures.
Well, yeah, it is your Instagram, but it's mostly centered around nerd shit, and your nerd shit you have on display.
So real quick, let's just run through the chat. We have Robbie Josephs. We have Matt likes comics. It looks like Matt and Robbie are number 1 and 2 in this new leaderboard that YouTube is doing. So
hi, Robbie.
Very cool. We have the Otaku Mike. Thank you very much. And Mr. Again, thank you guys very much. Matt says I'm doing great. Thank you. Robbie says congratulations. Hope you're happy. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Yeah, yep, we're definitely keeping up the good work. We just went to the comic shop earlier today and did some work.
Did a little bit of work. If our stream is interrupted for whatever reason, just forewarning you, it's because the cat's walking on the laptop.
No, that's just YouTube.
That's just YouTube?
Fine,
okay,
yeah.
okay. Well, I'm still if anything happens to the stream, it's because our kitten killed us.
But were you going to say something? Did you have anything you wanted to throw out there? Because I have a bit of a comic haul. Like we just said, we went to the comic shop earlier, and I filmed part 3 of that giant collection that is going to be available at the Buffalo Comic Con. And so, yeah, we were there for a couple hours, and I did pick up a few books, but if Luke wants to say anything real quick, I will let him do that before I get into that. But
so I have, if you see that goofball in chat, heavy metal hippie, that's me. That's so I was thinking about, because I have a small, I'm getting started. I don't really know how it's gonna go, but I know I'm gonna have fun doing it. I was thinking about doing a Flag Day video. What is awesome about the American flag? What does it stand for? Why is it special to me? Uh, I was thinking about doing that video and posting it a day or two before Flag Day. And I definitely want to include that cover.
Yeah, speaking of which, this is part of today's haul. Seemed appropriate with what was being talked about. So yeah, Luke is starting his own YouTube channel, so I'm going to go ahead and drop his link for you guys in the chat.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell you what to expect. But it will be something.
Yeah,
it might be the most something that's ever been posted.
Yeah, so far he has 2 videos up. One is about his Hawaiian shirts, and
that was her idea. That was completely her idea. Do a video of Hawaiian shirts. So people seem to like. At least when I go out, people seem to like my shirts. So all right.
And then you did one on heavy metal magazines.
Oh yeah, I did in my heavy metal magazines. Yeah. That wasn't just bait to comment on that video. I do actually want to know some cool stories to read out of that, because I want to actually read them. I actually want to read comic books, not just collect them.
All right, so hello, Patrick, Marvel and DC, and Hall. Yeah, thank you all for joining. So yeah, I guess we got about 19 people in here right now. So I'm gonna get into today's haul. So first book I picked up, which was a new release from yesterday, Absolute Green Lantern #3. This is a pretty cool variant with John Stewart. I just read this book, and yeah,
that's John Stewart.
Yeah,
he's okay. I'm sorry, I didn't actually get a good look at this. I thought it was a Green Lantern wearing the mask, but I know John Stewart. He's the one that he's like, no, why would I wear a mask?
Well, he's not he's not a Green Lantern in this one. And but it is fitting that he's on the cover of this issue. We'll just say he probably won't be on any more covers, but it was a good book, man. It was pretty crazy, pretty dark. John Stewart, he figures some stuff out, because there's been this mystery of what the Green Lantern is. It's this sort of alien invasion, and there's just this big green barricade. And so John Stewart, he gets really close to making a discovery, and then Abensur comes in for some judgment. And I really enjoy this book so far. I picked up this variant cover because this was the only copy they had left at the shop I went to, but it's pretty cool. I like collecting mostly the cover A's, but like that one, I like John Stewart as a character. And yeah, definitely, if you are not reading Absolute Green Lantern, this is one I'd recommend. Some people are kind of sleeping on that one, so there we go. And then
who do you think would play a good John Stewart? Like, I always thought, because I remember the Justice League cartoon, and I always really liked John Stewart because he was kind of a snarky ass. I always thought Wesley Snipes would play a great John Stewart. He's too old for it now, but he would have.
I don't know. I
think
really
20 years ago you could have done. I'm gonna do a fan casting. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just showed this book. So I picked up some more books because the collection that I've been going through at Queen City Bookstore, he's finally getting around to pricing it. A lot of the stuff is like $1, $2 books. This one was a $1 book, and actually I wound up paying less than that. I'll tell you at the end how much I wound up paying for everything today, but yeah, this was in the $1 book section, and this is just a cover that I've wanted to have for a while. I've always looked out for it in dollar bins. I've seen it once, and it was just really kind of gross looking copy. It was like some water stains on it, but just really, really like that. The truth, justice, and the American way. And so, yeah, I was happy to finally pick up one of those. And I got some more cool Superman covers. This is another one I really wanted for the collection. Superman number 30. I believe this is the first Superman and Lobo fight. And you got fight all over. And it's a very cool cover. Another one that I just wanted to have because I really like Lobo. So that was another one that was in with the dollars. And same with this one. This one is was an acetate cover. Then you have flip it open. And it's like a one shot. Superman Save the Planet. This is just like single one shot, something I had never seen before. And I really like these kind of one and done stories like that. And I really like how it's like a Daily Planet newspaper, and then you just got Superman emerging with that acetate cover. Pretty cool there. So that was another one that was in with the dollar books. So something that was pretty cool because I've been seeing a lot of very complete runs, a lot of stuff with very few holes in the collections. And in this one, I saw a good stretch of Hellblazer. And I really like Hellblazer, but I have an omnibus. I wasn't going to pick up like every single issue because I didn't want to, I didn't want to break up the run. I already have some stuff. So I picked up this one, which was Hellblazer, the annual from 1989. Because this looks really cool. I like annuals, and that way, I'm not breaking up the run, but I still get something cool to read from that collection right there. And another one of the 1989 annuals that I picked up was Dr. Fate. And it was the same situation. There was a good stretch of Dr. Fate, and I decided to grab the annual. And yeah, just really like the covers on these. They're both really, really cool. Let me show them together. So yeah, these are 1989 annuals for Hellblazer and Dr. Fate. I really like kind of the magical Justice League dark kind of stuff, so really excited to check that out. And then the last thing I picked up, this is a set of books, and this is the Golden Age 1 through 4. And I love Elseworlds, so this is just a set that I didn't have. And he had $10 on this set, but like I said, I wound up paying less than that, so it's number one. These books are crisp, like they feel like they have not been opened yet. So there's number 2. Number 3. Some really cool textured covers. And then the last one. So, yeah, really excited to get that set. Full little run of some DC Elseworlds that I didn't have to go in the collection. And these were labeled $10. I think the rest of these were like $1 or $2 books. And then the Absolute Green Lantern was $5.99. And I was charged $15 for that whole stack. So pretty awesome there. I'm super, super excited about that. So got a little bit of a deal, and I have a little bit of a stack that I have to go through. that I've been pulling out for the Buffalo Comic Con. So very nice. All right, let's go through. Robbie said you love the newspaper covers. Yeah, that one in particular is really, really cool. Yeah, Matt, they did have the Man of Steel 30 with the stickers. They had that one as well. I've seen that one a lot more. I just really wanted the one with Lobo and all the fights on there. I really like that one. Yeah, oh yeah, Dr. Fate is sweet. The day dimmeth. Will you ever go to a con? Do you watch the Comics Den? No, I don't think I've ever watched the Comics Den, and will I go to a con? I mean, I go to a lot of local shows. I mean, maybe eventually I'll go to like a bigger Comic Con. I almost went to the Toronto Fan Expo last year. That's more like a pop culture expo, but I mean, I don't know. For me, the big cons aren't really so much my scene. I like the small local shows, so that's what I tend to stick to. The Buffalo Comic Con is coming up in a couple weeks, and I'm going to that. That's kind of the biggest thing I go to, and it's pretty big. They have a pretty good setup that they do. Paul, yeah, said Golden Age was a great story too. Showed some great books. Thank you, Nate. Appreciate you. And we have the man, Steve. What is up? Thank you for the $2 super chat.
What up?
Yeah, Luke was missing you last time. Fan Expo Canada is dope. Going to New York Comic Con. Yeah, I think Steve has talked me into going to, what is it, the Empire Comic Fest in what is it, Rochester. I think I'm gonna go to that. I was looking at that. It looks pretty cool. Free to enter, a lot of vendors. So, you know, even if I don't buy anything, it's free. Saw something about the Jack Kirby Museum that they have there. So looks like a good time. Trying to talk Luke into going, but he's not sure yet. Oh, Luke is a little distracted because our cat just walked in.
She has my hand and she's licking it, and I'm not gonna move it. It wouldn't. Oh. Yeah, it wouldn't take my hand from her. Look at her; she's so sweet.
Yeah, Steve. I was looking because you sent me in the Discord. I was looking at some of those messages, and yeah, I was trying to talk Luke into going into that.
Where is that?
It's in July. I don't remember exact dates, but it's in July. It's in Rochester, which isn't that far.
No, it's not.
And
I just also remember that's the kind of the busy time for me. So
yeah, that's true, but I think it'll be fun. So I think that I will probably check that out. All right, yeah. Tell Luke he can meet Steve Sorensen. I'm probably going to go to it. Maybe go grab a burger. Maybe kiss. The July 12th. Okay. But yeah, I was saying, man, I love, you know, being able to meet people that watch the channel. I think that's really cool. So
I do like meeting fans.
mhm.
Never met a fan.
I don't like to think of you guys as fans. I like to think of you guys as friends. You guys are friends of the channel.
I get a lot of people like, oh hi Luke, because apparently I'm easily recognizable. Apparently, no one told me that. Just kidding. But so yeah, no, you know what? I don't know. It sounds like it doesn't sound like a half bad idea. It's only in Rochester. What is that, like a 3-hour drive?
No, it's like an hour and a half. Yeah, it's not that far.
Well, the way I drive, it'll take 3 hours.
Slayer cues. It's coming from Slayer. Nice.
I'm wearing a Disturbed shirt right now.
But yeah, that'll be awesome. I'm very excited for anything comic related. So thank you, Steve, for always keeping me updated on this cool stuff. Yeah, it's about the same as a drive to Toronto from here, you know. Like it's pretty much
the hard part about Toronto is parking.
Matt just asked the question, who does Luke love more, you or the cats? Then he does love those cats. He's made it a point that he wants a cat to be in all of his YouTube videos. Whether
I'm cheating the algorithm.
whichever one is closer is just gonna make it into the video. Like, and honestly, in his last video, the heavy metal one, I think her little cameo is my favorite part.
Well, she's a little monster.
She is, yeah. She's just sitting right there. She's being really sweet and peaceful right now.
I'm gonna disturb the tripod.
Oh goodness.
We're doing it. We're doing it. Say hello. Huh? This is the part that's gonna get. This is the part that's gonna go viral. Look at that. Look at that, sweetheart. She was just chewing on my hand. I see. This is what I want to avoid.
Okay. Oh.
I hope none of y'all get motion sickness from that.
Steve said, I'm being dead ass. Ride up with me. I gotta go through Buffalo to go to Toronto. Dude, we love Toronto. So yeah, hit me up in Discord. Tell me the details, and I would be down because I'm totally down for a Toronto adventure. That's one of my favorite places to buy comics. Thank you, Robbie, for checking out the graphic novel video. I know that one's kind of a long one. You know, I posted
I didn't watch it yet.
Yeah, well, I posted that one for, just the real ones that want to watch everything and want to know everything that I'm doing.
What
and
is Night Terrors? I didn't even know you had that. What is
that is a DC event that happened in like summer of 2023 where the story was told through everyone's nightmares.
I am flabbergasted. I am actually like struck into silence every single time I see her collection because I just like, oh, I've seen it all. No, apparently I haven't. There's just so much I've never seen, except with the possible exception of a comic book store. I've never seen one person have so much physical Batman. It's insane, and I know she doesn't have an eighth of it.
Yeah. All right. Daily Dimmoth asks, did you ever read Dark Stars? I have not. Do you know who Donna Troy is? Yes, I do, and I actually have her first appearance right here. Just pulled that out. Brave and the Bold, number 60. This is the first time that the Teen Titans were named the Teen Titans. The second appearance and the first appearance of Wonder Girl, Donna Troy, right there. Oh shit, Lee Bermejo is gonna be in Toronto. Okay, I'm going. Yeah, I'm going. It's Lee Bermejo. I have so much stuff he should sign.
Which one is Lee Bermejo? I'm not so.
Oh goodness. You see that name in the chat, Luke? Steve Sorensen said Donna Troy should not exist. We have a hater in the chat. Marvel fan.
A hater in the chat.
Yeah, this is a Marvel fan that's hating in the chat. Okay. All right, but yeah, so yeah, doing YouTube has been a lot. And so, it's been 2 years. It's been like maybe 6 months. I've been really taking this seriously. And he said Donna Troy was created as a mistake.
Which one's Donna Troy?
I just showed it. She's Wonder Girl.
Okay.
She was created as part of the Teen Titans.
She was part of the Teen Titans. No, that's the question I had for you. Lee Bermejo. What covers? Describe a cover that I know.
There's one right behind you of the Joker.
Oh,
he did the Batman dance.
Yeah, he does style. Like he paints with like a pseudo-realistic look. Yeah, now I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that guy's insane. Every time I see his art, because it's so distinctive, describing it. Like I saw one and I already know everything I've seen of his because so yeah, it looks really dope. I want to see more.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to meet the guy.
So, yeah, thank you, Dwayne.
Have him sign something and staple it to my forehead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure what I would have him sign. Have to go through. It's a lot of good stuff. Okay, so here, Steve cleared it up. Donna Troy started out as a mistake, and everybody has been trying to fix that mistake for years. Originally in Wonder Woman, she was Diana as a teen, having imaginary adventures with her adult self. Okay, I see. So, kind of like a Superboy sort of situation. The editor of Teen Titans just looked at the cover and thought she was a regular character. Oh, okay. Very
Oh,
interesting. All right. Well, thank you for sharing, Steve. That's awesome. I'm always looking to learn and yeah, that's a very interesting little DC fun fact that I did not know. So thank you very much. Which they did, but it involved Wonder Woman saving Donna when Donna was a baby, which, based on relative ages, means that Batman was operating when Dick Grayson was a baby. Flash was operating when Wally West was a baby, etc. Violates other timelines.
nah, it's good, Mike. You're good. You're good.
Oh, yeah, good evening. Thank you, Mike. Always good to see you. Wonder Tot. Yeah, there's some interesting characters. Yeah, thank you, Mike. So,
Yeah. Never apologize for being late. I am actually I can't complain when people are late. Not because I'm physically incapable of it, but because it would destroy the world as we know it. If I were to ever complain about someone being late, there would be so much condensed irony in one place that it would start a supermassive black hole in existence as we know it would cease to exist. I don't get to complain about people being late.
Vincent said, just discovered your channel a month ago. I like it. Keep up the great work. Well, thank you, Vincent. Steve said Donna Troy had a creepy as hell boyfriend in Titans. All right. So yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit more about YouTube since we are celebrating my 2 years and Luke right here just started his own YouTube channel. So just wanted to talk a little bit because I know a lot of people that watch me also have YouTube channels themselves and maybe could appreciate hearing some advice, some stuff that's helped me over the last couple years. And I think the biggest thing really is just start, like your videos might not be great. You might not look back at them and be super happy with it, but I think that the sooner you get started with it and start getting better a little bit every time, then just don't worry. Like Luke over here, like trips up himself and like doubts himself and stuff like that, and
Me, no, I don't do.
so I'm just,
I'm confident about everything I've ever
I
done.
just want to encourage everyone to be the best version of themselves. And I think me doing this right now has helped me become best version of myself. So
You see, that's where we differ. I don't want people to be the best. I want you to be the most chaotic. I want you to be the worst version of yourself. I don't want you to be a part of the problem. I want you to be the entire problem.
I mean, I think the best version of myself is kind of a bit of a problem sometimes.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
You are my desert flower.
I don't know, man. I like being weird. I know my stuff is weird. I know I don't appeal to everyone, and I'm kind of okay with that. The sort of
You're perfect.
something that I was thinking about when it comes to YouTube and just, kind of broadly sort of, dealing with sort of difficult people or opinions from others that might bring you down. And, like really, you can't appeal to everyone. And so the way I've been thinking about it lately is don't try to appeal to everyone, don't try to be liked by everyone, but try to like as many people as you can. And I think that that will help you go a long way. If, you know, just try to like as many people as possible. Don't force it. Like, if somebody isn't your kind of person, then they're not your person, and that's okay. But every person you meet and interact with online or in real life, just try to find something about that person that you can like, something you resonate with, that you can connect with, and just don't worry about being liked by other people. Just be as authentic to yourself as possible. Don't follow any YouTube advice. I have not followed any of the YouTube advice and think I'm doing okay. I'm pretty happy with the rate that the channel has been growing at. And so I thank each and every one of you that tunes into my new videos, tunes into my live streams, and yeah. So that's kind of it. I just sort of wanted to, give a little bit of sort of YouTube advice. So I don't really know if I have much else that I want to talk about tonight, so I'm gonna let you guys, if you have any questions, comments, concerns for me, whatever, I'll go through and can read that. I'll answer any questions you have, but probably be signing off pretty soon. And yeah, I just wanted to come on and have fun with you guys because it's been 2 years. It's been a lot. I really, when I started it, like I said, it was an extension of Instagram. I didn't think that I'd really start making like edited videos, even though I had video production experience. I didn't think that that was something I was ever going to dip back into. It's really taken a lot for me to get back into that and kind of rediscover that that was really what I wanted to do. And doing stuff on Instagram really encouraged me to get back into the YouTube. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Steve said you might be in Buffalo next week. Well, you got us on Discord, Steve, so I'll try to keep up checking that. I try to check it
hell yeah.
at least like every other day. Sometimes I forget to check it, but I at least like to check it every other day. So yeah, hit me up, Steve, because I'd totally meet up with you. We could go to a comic shop. If you want to be in a video on the channel, I would totally be down to have you in a video if you wanted to.
Is that the 14th? Are you referring to the 14th?
If that is, yeah, well, he might not be here for the weekend. I'm not sure.
Because, I happen to know something going on the
next
14th.
14th is the Buffalo Comic Con, so if you are in the area around that time, that's where we will be. But
we'll be there. Gotta put that out there. I will not shut up about it. Everyone's always like, "Oh, yeah, support your locals, support your local comic book stores." Well, they're all gonna be there. If you're in the general, Buffalo area, get there because it's gonna be a banging party.
Yeah, if you're gonna be there, but if not, we could definitely hit up a comic shop, get something to eat, figure something out, man. I would love to be able to meet you. That's super cool. Thank you, Matt. Yeah, everyone, if you want to like and subscribe, that'd be cool. Speaking of which, I almost forgot, but I promised my boy Matt likes comics. I will go back. I made the promise to him that I would shout him out for the Comic Book Community Awards because he is trying to win for the most informative channel from like under 1,000 subscribers, something like that. So he's
Mac
yeah, most informative channel. And they're also pushing for Comic Collector Geek, his Monday night show, to win for best ongoing series, I think. I don't know all the categories. I'm sorry. I don't really keep up with the awards, but if you are someone that's interested, you can head over to Matt Likes Comics channel. He made a video where he did a much better job describing the Comic Community Awards and how you can do all this. But nominate my friend Matt. He's a super good guy. He deserves to be rewarded. And
you guys are all dope. You guys are all dope. Really. I mean it. Everyone says that, but I actually mean it. You guys are pretty cool.
So yeah, just had to throw that in there.
I wouldn't just show pictures of my cat to anyone.
Hmm.
Well, maybe I would, but
okay,
I prefer to show it
so
to my homies.
looks like Dwayne is going to be there on June 14th.
Yes,
All
yes,
right,
yes,
cool.
yes.
Well, definitely make sure you say hi. And Matt said, isn't Fan Expo end of August? Checks out. It's probably about right. Alrighty, so thank you guys. Talked a little bit about YouTube. I showed some cool books and just chatted comics. So yeah, good stream. Thank you all for watching. Luke, do you have anything else you want to say to close this out?
No. I think we're good.
Okay.
I'm gonna show off one more time so everyone can take a screenshot. Please go to this.
Oh yeah, and new video dropping probably tomorrow, going over more of this collection.
Yeah.
I'm the one unveiling the collection to you guys on YouTube.
So if you're watching those videos, all three of them, if you're watching them and you're like, darn, she missed something, or darn, I wish I could buy that. Well, boy, do I got news for you. You can, in fact, own a piece of whatever you saw in the video.
All right, guys, this has been a good show. Thank you to everybody who joined us, and we will see you very soon. Good night.